Hello, so this is my discussion board for week 6, and the question is, why do so many young people in our society suffer from eating disorders? Do you think society's thin is in mentality impacts a young person's perception of a healthy weight? So there are many reasons why young people suffer from eating disorders, but there are no clear causes as to why some do and some don't. Some possible reasons include genetics. If eating disorders runs in your family, there's a higher chance you can suffer from an eating disorder too. It could be psychological, people who suffer from depression, anxiety, OCD, low self esteem, emotions, trouble coping with those emotions, perfectionism, and so on. It could also be environmental, such as family problems, childhood experiences, abuse, or a history of abuse, and athletes. Usually dancers, wrestlers, gymnasts, athletes usually suffer from disorders for the reason being to try and maintain that weight needed for that specific sport to enhance their performance or their appearance. So our book states excessive pressure to be thin from our society or culture is the least to blame. At first, I agreed with that because I've never come in contact with someone with anorexia nervosa or bulimia nervosa, but I couldn't assume. So I did some research and I found a short interview on YouTube of a girl named Christy who shares her experience of having anorexia. So she claims she became obsessed with the Victoria's Secret models. She would read up on their diets and just always be looking at them, and she just wanted to be like them. Well, she became excessively underweight where she was hospitalized, unfortunately. So I do believe media and the idea of thin plays a role in why so many teens and young adults suffer from these disorders, but I also feel like our society is somewhat turning from that. For example, role models like Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato have emphasized on the beauty of their bodies. Selena Gomez's most recent album shows a picture of her naked. If you listen to her or if you follow up on her, the reason she did that was just to portray the image of her self-esteem and her confidence, that she was comfortable in her body, and she was trying to reach out to the females, and especially young adults, who are not really comfortable in their bodies. And the same thing with Demi Lovato. But there's also been a trend in overweight models. So the idea thin is in, I don't know, I feel like we're kind of moving from that. So in a sense, I do believe media and society does play a role in these eating disorders, but I don't think it's the main reason. In my opinion, it's more of a psychological reason, such as depression and low self-esteem. It's more personal. But I did place a link of the interview of Christy if you are interested. I was talking about earlier, the girl, yeah, Christy, the one I was talking about earlier. I placed the link under my link, so if you're interested or if you want to read up more about it, you can watch it. But thank you for listening to my opinions, and I hope to hear y'all's opinions. Thank you.